Move fast and slow.
What's up, Internet? Big J with Big Extreme Fitness. You are my man with Realistic Defense out ETTS range. Amazing time again today, brother. But let's talk about what we did today real quick.
Yeah, we talked after the last time we were out about expanding some fundamentals.
Okay.
Implementing some more weapons. We had shotgun, some AR stuff. Went back to the pistol, worked on those pistol fundamentals.
Which I suck still.
Hey, it's all a building block. Grip your trigger. Motherfucker. Every time you come out.
I think I learned a lot last time, a whole lot, and I applied that, but we changed the playing field, we changed the game, we changed the targets, we changed the direction, we changed the distance, and it changed the game altogether. We went from playing checkers to playing professional football.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, if you never push those boundaries, you never get any better.
Just like lifting weights or drag racing or whatever. So I got very comfortable shooting a little card on a target 5 feet away, and I thought that I was doing good, and then we changed it completely, and there was a whole lot I had to learn. What do you feel like I took home today? Because I know I learned a lot, but what did you feel as an instructor?
Yeah, I mean, we talked a lot before we started about how to move, you know, how to maximize your time to be efficient. That affords you the ability to apply trigger fundamentals slowly, which is accurate.
And when you say movement, we're not talking moving from position to position, all the fun Hollywood-looking stuff. We're talking about acquiring a target, squeezing the trigger, and then moving to the next target from the same position.
Correct.
Swiveling at the hips and whatnot.
Right. I mean, your movement starts out of your lower body. You want to drive off that target to the next one in transition, not waste that time.
Right.
You want to be efficient and be able to move fast, shoot slow.
And I got very frustrated because I like to be a perfectionist, and I've been carrying weapons for 30 years now.
Sure.
I was in the service for 10 years, did private contractor for years. And so those things that you take for granted that these people are carrying weapons and know what they're doing, I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of people out there that need to continue to train, which is a plug here. If you're in the Ellis County area or anywhere surrounding, you need to call this man. His information will be in the description box. Let's talk more about what we did with the long gun and then the shotgun.
We implemented a couple things. We did familiarization with shotgun and AR.
Okay.
Went back to the fundamentals on those, and then implemented some multi-gun iterations.
A lot of fun.
Transferring from one weapon platform to the other, moving in position while you're doing that.
And I think it's really simple, you know, with the shotgun. I mean, obviously that's a home defense weapon that you need to familiarize yourself if you're going to do so. And it's so much easier because the shot group is so big, and the spray and the distance and whatnot. But then going from the shotgun to the AR, a little bit more accuracy, but still a lot bigger target. We're still acquiring, still moving, really easy. And then out of breath, acquiring the smaller targets. The plates were a different animal, brother. A different animal.
You know, 90% of shooting is mental. You know, you've got to be able to mentally transition from big target, big ability to hit it, to fine target with a really fine ability to hit it and get off that gas and settle yourself to make those accurate shots.
What was I doing wrong?
Two things. Number one, not focusing on the front sight in relation to the target. And secondly, going back to that grip you were comfortable with, which wasn't the most efficient one that we talked about the last time.
The worst grip. Well, going back to the worst grip.
Yeah, and I mean, it's comfortable for you. So over time, you'll be comfortable with a different grip, and it won't be such a challenge.
And to add to what he said, getting the basics is the most important part of any kind of task. So if you've got an amazing weapon and you have the trigger tricked out and you have this scope and you have these cool little designs, you're not going to be proficient in your weapon if you don't know how to shoot it.
Yeah, fundamentals are everything. Fundamentals are everything.
Basics. Now, let's move towards what I know that I continued to do to the last round that we shot down range, and that was muscling the weapon. A lot of muscle in the right hand. You told me to relax the right hand. And I know a lot of you guys probably will want to do everything with that hand because you're controlling the trigger, you're holding the weapon, you're waiting for the explosion. And so I had to relearn several times, and I'm going to continue to relearn, that everything is controlled with the support hand.
Yeah, that hand drives the gun. The only thing the hand that the gun is in controls is the trigger finger.
And that just blows me away.
Yeah.
And when I find, as a matter of fact, I wish we could have recorded it. He had me hold the weapon, and I aimed it, and he squeezed the trigger, and it hit every single time. And then I went to doing it myself, and I was missing. Why was I doing that?
It's really hard initially to get over that learning curve of working the trigger in two steps. There has to be a definite pause between step 1 and step 2 to afford yourself the ability to aim, make that final sight adjustment you need to make after you've done the preparatory phase on the trigger. If you try to do it all at one time, it's generally not as efficient.
Right, and what I was doing, like I mentioned earlier, was I was prepping the trigger, but as soon as I was prepped, I was ready to squeeze. You prep the trigger, and there's going to be some movement. You reassess the target, acquire the target, and then you pull.
Right.
Okay, and there's so much distance between prepping, pulling, assessing, and it's just, man, I like to perfect things, and I'm still like at a 1 to 10 scale, -5.
Hey,
so,
but did you get better?
I got better.
That's the thing. I mean,
and I learned a lot.
You see improvement, and that's what we're after.
Sir.
You're not going to master it in one day.
It's always a pleasure. Once again, his information will be in the description box. Please, please, if you care about yourself and your family, and you want to learn more about hand-to-hand techniques, self-defense, weapon acquisition, long gun, short gun, shotgun, anything. They've got ranges from 5 meters all the way out to 100 meters.
1,300.
1,300 meters. Until next time, 10 City Rules, train hardcore. See you next video.